Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich and today is May 20th, 2021. Happy Thursday, guys. How's everyone doing out there? And again, I hope that this video finds everyone who views it today in good health, good spirits, good energy, and are looking forward to some great information today. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well wherever you may be in the world, whether you be here in the United States or Canada, Australia, Euro, UK, wherever. I hope that you are well. But anyway, guys, we're going to get right into the coin market cap because we're going to get into some inflation news when it comes to precious metals, silver, gold, things like that. And we're going to also talk today about what it might mean for cryptocurrency as we discussed yesterday about coming out with some sort of ban on cryptocurrency or disallowing institutions to allow payments to process for cryptocurrency. And I'm experiencing that myself because I think that Coinbase removed my U.S. bank card, rightfully so, because I'm not even going to deal with them. But they sent me a message stating that they'll no longer be using U.S. Bank, allowing me to purchase cryptocurrency. So anyway, that's why I talk about different ways to navigate through the market without needing to use your debit or credit card or anything like that. So anyway, we're also going to talk about some precious metals exchange, and then we're going to talk about a possible Flare network addition, and then we're going to go back to an article that I found on how cross-border payments work. Anyway, we're going to look at the coin market cap as we always do here on this channel. Bitcoin's dominance is at 42.4%, while Ethereum is at 18.1%, with a total global crypto market cap of 1.73 trillion. So that's way below the 2 trillion plus that it was not too long ago. Anyway, Bitcoin is at $39,493. Ethereum at $2,736 and some change, down 4%, a little bit over 4% actually. And we got Binance Coin at 382.58, down almost 5% over the last 24 hours. And you can see Cardinal there at number 5 at $1.78. So if you guys are Cardinal, I guess it will be a good buying opportunity. I guess. I mean, it's only down 1%, 2% over the last 7 days, so not too bad for that particular asset. And then XRP, again, not bad at $1.16, still maintaining some great value at over 6% in the last 7 days, while you have most of that coming in the last 24 hours, down 7%. So guys, again, if you guys are into buying XRP at $1.16, remember to dollar cost average when it comes to this type of position, and to increase your stack and your fold and your numbers when it comes to XRP, because eventually you gotta kind of assume or speculate what will the actual value of one XRP token will be in the future. So that's sitting at number 6. Dogecoin fell to number 7 at 39 cents. But overall, still doing well. Not too bad. No worries. Polkadot is at 28.35, down 3%, a little bit over 3. And ICP making a comeback with 22.7% in the last 24 hours at $167 with 53 cents attached. And rounding up the top 10, guys, we got Bitcoin Cash at 805. Overall, down less than 1% in the last 24 hours. And we see some slight changes in the market, some slight corrections. This might be like another, pump fake type of situation. I'm not sure. But right now, I'm willing to wait to see some prices that I want to really get in. Like I said, that Algorand is prime for me to get in if it could come back down to $1. Excuse me. I'm liking that Algorand, and I believe since that's one of the will be one of the regulated cryptocurrencies under ISO 222, I believe that will have some sort of precious metal backing, perhaps palladium. But anyway, you could look at the market for yourself, guys. Go ahead and take a stroll down and find your position. Stake a good position. You want to make sure you stake a good position so that you can net a good return on that position, where you can come out of that position if you need to take profits and still have some equity in that position. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this article from goldseek.com. Big institutional investors are dumping Bitcoin and going back into gold, JP Morgan says. This is an article dated May 19, 2021. Institutional investors are dumping Bitcoin in favor of gold, reversing a recent trend that's played out over the last 2 quarters, according to a new report from JP Morgan. Based on open interest in CME Bitcoin future contracts, the firm said large investors are shifting away from Bitcoin after favoring the digital currency over gold beginning last fall. The Bitcoin flow picture continues to deteriorate and is pointing to continued retrenchment by institutional investors, JP Morgan wrote in a note to clients. Over the past month, Bitcoin future markets experienced their steepest and more sustained liquidation since the Bitcoin ascent started last October. So guys, I don't know what that might mean for Bitcoin, but I do know what it means for gold and silver and gold in general, as I do believe that the prices of cryptocurrencies, as they continue to go up, and I would assume gold and silver will continue to follow shortly after they continue to rise. So you can't have one without the other, I believe, when it comes to cryptocurrency. And this is coming from Irish Sun, and this is an article titled "Inflation Fears Push Gold and Silver to 3-month Highs." And this is also dated on May 19th, and we'll get into this. Gold and silver prices have jumped to their highest levels in over 3 months as the latest dip in U.S. Treasury yields and concerns about growing cases in Asia continue boosting demand for the safe haven assets. Guys, so it also seems that inflation fears are finally translating into a higher precious metal prices, and ETF exchange traded fund investors are starting to swing into net buyers again. John Freedy, business development manager at Sydney-based bullion dealer Guardian Gold Australia, told Bloomberg spot gold was trading around $18.60 an ounce on Wednesday after hitting $18.75 earlier in the week, which was the highest price seen since late January. Meanwhile, silver reached $28.75 an ounce, which also was its highest level since February, before dropping to $27.82 according to the Bloomberg Commodity Overview. All right, so guys, here's the thing. We do believe cryptocurrencies have a role of some sort, which I do believe you have XRP, that my opinion is gold, and you also have XLM, which I also favor as silver. And then again, you have to figure out the rest in regards to how you want to speculate, which ones might be in a basket of those currencies backed by some sort of precious metal. So anyway, guys, let's move right into the report here from Readers. Explainer what Beijing's new crackdown means for crypto in China. Let's go ahead and see what they're talking about here. Chinese regulators have tightened restrictions that ban financial institutions and payment companies from providing services related to cryptocurrencies, marking a fresh crackdown on digital money. Compared with a previous ban issued in 2017, the newer rules greatly expanded the scope of prohibited services and judged that virtual currencies are not supported by any real value. So that's kind of what they want to tell you. It's not supported by real value, but when you have an inflated dollar, paper money, and you need more of them to purchase the same item that you would be able to purchase, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and think back even longer. You need more of those dollars. So my virtual currency, our crypto assets, will gain more value when there is a real value that will be able to transact. So I think this is to scare people off that really have no idea, because again, crypto is still relatively new to a lot of people, and they're starting to scratch the surface. We've actually been here for a while, so we have the opportunity to see through a lot of this, and this is kind of why I want to make videos, is because I want to keep people aware that there's going to be all kind of misdirection to get you out of your positions, to transfer your wealth back to them. So let's just keep pushing forward and doing your due diligence, because at the end of the money trail, I think all fiat currencies collapse. And as you can see across the world, you see, it can't really do anything for you. Anyway, what are the new measures? 3 financial industry associations on Tuesday directed their members, which include banks and online payment firms, not to offer any crypto-related services such as account openings, registrations, trading, clearing, settlement, and insurance, reiterating the 2017 ban. But the new ban, which was posted by the People's Bank of China, also covers services that were not previously mentioned. For example, it made clear that institutions must not accept virtual currencies or use them as a means of payment and or settlement, and nor can institutions provide exchange services between cryptocurrencies and the yuan or foreign currencies. So guys, I'll leave it the rest of this for you guys to go over. I don't want to get too much into it because I do have an important cross-border payments article that I want to go over, because it's really, really lengthy, and I want to make sure we get into that, because I want to make sure that we are on the right track to where we're going with a lot of this crypto stuff and where it will all end up. But anyway, guys, I want to make sure that you guys have a precious metal exchange to go to make sure you guys are getting your precious metals. So far this year, I've been able to go 4 months. So May, I still have to make sure I put me an order in, so I could try to go 12 for 12 this year. And here we go. We got APMEX, which is American Precious Metal Exchange. They're always timely, guys. These guys are efficient. And, the Eagles are something that I really like as far as the silver. I buy bits and pieces of gold based on, relevance and need. And but silver, most definitely, I'm all about that because I think it's undervalued. And then I also, like I said, I like the American Eagles there, and I also like the Canadian Maples. And then I also like to take a peek at the junk silver, which is 90% coins. And just for those who do have like their coin, like if you have like coins stored up in like a jar or something, and you guys are saving them for some particular reason for you to get a certain amount, well, take out your 1983 and before pennies and your 1960, I believe it's 64 and before on your dimes, nickels, and quarters. Those have a greater percent in precious metals like your silver and your copper. So that's just a heads up for you guys there on that, if you guys are doing that. And again, I always say I'll pick up every coin that I see on the ground, and you never know what you find. I always find coins that might not be in value of $10, $20, or whatever, but I pick up the value for the copper or for the silver. And again, you guys can go and buy you some copper there. And it's a pretty neat platform. They get your products out to you relatively quickly. So that's why I like to talk about them and use their exchange. And again, by no means do I get paid or anything to advertise their product or their brand. So let's just put that out there right there first. Anyway, guys, this is coming from Crypto News Flash, and Flare Network considers integrating Cardano's ADA token. And this is coming today by Ronaldo. The majority of survey participants by Flare Networks vote in favor of integrating Cardano ADA as an asset. Integration of ADA could allow decentralized trading of ADA with other cryptocurrencies that have received support as F assets. XRP's ledger utility fork, as Flare Network is known, could add support for another cryptocurrency. Via Twitter poll, Flare Network's team asked its community whether they should integrate Cardano's ADA as an F asset. And at that time of writing, the poll received 13,274 votes, which was 82%, 83% almost, of the total which have voted in favor of the proposal, and 17.1% rejected. However, within 5 days remaining, the community still has a chance to cast its opinion. So, guys, if you want to cast your opinion, what F asset you want to see on the Flare Network, you can go there. I'll just go over key benefits of integrating Cardano into the Flare Network. Users of both platforms, Flare and Cardano, could receive many benefits from the integration. Flare's network team envisions several use cases. For example, one example is to supply ADA liquidity to Flare X, so there is a decentralized way to trade ADA pairs against other F assets. Also, applications on Flare built using EVM that aren't available on Cardano. And as one user stated, Cardano is close to developing a smart contract functionality. Therefore, these interoperable use cases serve as incentives to attract more users to the Flare network. Cardano smart contract platform Plutus is tentatively scheduled to be rolled out in Q2 2021. IOG will deploy this upgrade with the third hard fork combinator called Alonzo after completing extensive stress testing on Plutus. So again, Cardano has had recent upgrades, which are also reflected in ADA's price. Now, guys, this is just my opinion. If it does happen to go this way, that's perfectly fine with me. Then I would be more firm and convinced that Cardano will be one of those cryptocurrencies that have, longevity and sustainability. But again, if you follow some of the trails with, co-founding and things like that with other assets, I do believe that's where conflict of interest comes into play. So you have Ethereum and you have Cardano, which basically does the same things. So one of them has to cancel each other out. At some point, one of them will become null and void, if not both, as there's other smart contract platforms that will be beneficial to the Flare network, as they have also mentioned Bitcoin. It's only speculation. They've only mentioned it to probably, boost ratings, of course, but try to get people's opinions and ideas to kind of get some feedback from the public and communities of each digital asset. Anyway, moving forward, this is kind of where I wanted to get to, and we're finally here. This is a article that I came across from Payments Canada, how cross-border payments are evolving. And this was published November 26, 2019, which, by the way, is one of my son's birthday. So, yeah, happy birthday to that kid on that day. So it's a good time for this article to come out, I guess. Anyway, with cross-border transactions having accounted for $23.7 trillion globally in 2018, the bulk of which consisted of corporate payments, the need for payment systems operators and payment services providers to facilitate seamless cross-border payments at scale has never been greater. Particularly the continued expansionary growth in e-commerce, both B2B, P2P, cross-border retail payments, further highlights this need for more attention to be placed on cross-border payments activities and how the ecosystem is evolving and finding efficiencies with which to facilitate such transactions. So you can go ahead and read what is cross-border payments. And it's, like I said, it's a pretty lengthy article, but some of the things that I wanted to really get into, and you can go ahead and pull this up for yourself on your laptop or your desktop or even your mobile phone. Scroll through it and you can kind of read what their transitions are, what they're talking about with different type of payment mechanisms that they're implementing and what they want to go to. And then we get down here, let's go some more risk associated with correspondent banking, which is, antiquated. And then you have digital currencies and cross-border settlement. Digital currencies such as Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency ever created, are inherently borderless and bound to no jurisdictions or BRICS or mortar simile, making them ideal for facilitating cross-border payments, which transferred digital currencies will create a new block that contains the transaction information, including fees, which are closed by type of cryptographic signature. So, as we know, Bitcoin came to do what it needed to do. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. I think that it came to do a purpose. It solves its purpose, but it didn't fulfill the means. So then we talk about central bank digital currency and cross-border settlement. You could go through that. Then you got private label cryptocurrency and cross-border payment. All right. And then you can go down a little bit further in the article. This is where we need to get to, because this is the most important part of the article, because there are stable coins for cross-border payment. And I'll read this whole junk to you, okay? Well, not really junk, because I'm just, you know what I mean. Anyway, stablecoin refers to a class of digital currencies which are relatively stable in terms of their price. Stablecoins offer instantaneous processing and security of payments, as many cryptocurrencies do. They also offer stability with respect to their parity against fiat currencies. Two digital currencies that fall into this category are RippleNet's native digital currency Ripple XRP and Stellar Networks' native cryptocurrencies, the Stellar Lumen XLM. Both Ripple and Stellar enable faster and more efficient cross-border payments relative to correspondent banking. However, they differ in that Ripple is focused on improving cross-border settlement between international banks, whereas Stellar is focused on providing low-cost cross-border payment financial services to the end user and the unbanked population. Ripple enables multinational corporations to settle cross-border payments by transferring XRP through the Ripple network, resulting in on-demand liquidity. The three parts of Ripple ecosystems are: 1, servers that maintain the ledger; 2, the clients; 3, intermediaries. Unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, Ripple does not run proof of work, nor does it run a proof of stake consensus mechanism. Instead, Ripple transactions rely on a Byzantine generals problem, which is BGP, consensus protocol known as Ripple gateways to validate account balances and transactions of the system. The Ripple settlement process involves the creation of a transaction that is signed by the account owner and submitted to the network. Badly formed transactions will be rejected immediately, otherwise they are provisionally included on the ledger. The Ripple network has many validating nodes, which are used to validate and verify transactions. For a successful transaction to take place, the validators must come to a consensus on the transaction. While Ripple claims to be decentralized, the argument could be that the 55 validator nodes belong to Ripple. This is expected to change as third-party validator nodes join the network. As these third-party nodes join, each of the Ripple validator nodes will be removed for every 2 third-party nodes that join. Ripple under this set up becomes increasingly decentralized with time. So guys, this is an article back in 2019. We're in 2021. So those nodes have been disappearing out of their network. Not really disappearing, but as other people come online, as we see with the Flare network, we got other companies or businesses coming online. We also got different assets coming online under the Flare network. So I could imagine that that's part of it. Any accepted type of currency or asset can be used to transact on the Ripple network. Therefore, cross-border payments using Ripple are essentially Ripple gateways transacting using XRP. Each transaction requires a small fraction of XRP to be destroyed in the process, meaning that the total supply of XRP decreases over time and, in theory, maintains its value. And in contrast, Stellar enables individuals and users to trade money directly with each other across jurisdictions, using entrusted intermediaries to handle FX and fund transfers. Transactions confirmation time using Stellar has been observed to the range of 1,000 transactions per second to approximately 10,000 transactions per second in a 2016 Barclays Africa and Deloitte pilot. Stellar's transaction fees remain a fixed rate at that level per XLM transaction, therefore making XLM cost effective for the retail cross-border transactions. So guys, I don't need to even say too much more because that says it all for me, that these two are the ones for me to make payment of a large scale through a banking mechanism and allow me to make payments, whether it comes to retail, e-commerce, or peer-to-peer with XLM. So these two are just outstanding projects that we don't want to underestimate. When it comes to XLM, you don't ever want to underestimate the little brother. Okay? That's just how it looks like. Sometimes it is what it is. Yes, we have Ripple, which has the most superior technology, but I would say that XLM is not too far behind. So anyway, guys, you can read the rest of the paperwork here in the article, and I'll leave that for you all. But I think it's some interesting stuff to go over and to try to digest when it comes to cross-border payments. And, which cryptocurrencies do you think that they're going to use in facilitating cross-border payments? I want to hear from you guys and see what you guys think and see if that we're on the right track when it comes to XLM and XRP, and see where we come at, when it comes to the Flare network, the additions to the Flare network, how gold and silver will specifically play a role in these two particular assets that I've mentioned under gold and silver. And again, I started off with gold and silver for a specific reason, because I do believe as we end all of this, it will be XLM silver, XRP gold. Hey, listen, I'm only a speculator. I'm only looking at it from a historical point of view. a research point of view, how I've seen things evolve in my 45 years of living, that I do believe you are holding one of the best or the greatest assets to ever be on the face of this planet, which is XRP. And then you guys have to do your own due diligence from the rest. But again, I always encourage you to have a heavy stake in XRP, and make sure that you have, XLM as your secondary, just in case. But I do believe that they will be regulated as such. And this is why I do believe XLM is flying way under the radar at the very moment. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's information, today's video. Go ahead and give me a like if you like the video, a thumbs up or a rumble. And if you are new to viewing my videos, if you think that my content is worth a subscribe, I appreciate the subscribe. And for those who have already joined the journey, I appreciate you all, because you guys encourage me every single day to get up and come out with some new information and really put my heads in the information trail and focus so that I can give you guys the best information possible, and that we get on track to where we are going here in the short future. So anyway, guys, have a great rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, your midday, wherever you may be. I don't know, because I have listeners from all over, and I just want to thank you all. So God bless, take care, and as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.